Hi, I'm Maura Dooley with your College Football Insider, brought to you by Mac and Jack's Brewing Company. After much speculation, we finally found out who UW's starting quarterback would be. Dylan Morris, the redshirt freshman from Puyallup, got the nod in UW's 27-21 win over Oregon State. Head coach Jimmy Lake said it was a close competition, but the fact that Morris doesn't make a lot of mistakes won him the job. He was able to protect the ball Saturday night with the Huskies avoiding any turnovers, but that doesn't mean that everything went smoothly. The Huskies were forced to punt on their first possession, and true freshman long snapper Jaden Green sailed the ball over the head of punter Race Porter. Porter tried to get the punt off, but it was blocked, and after many diving attempts by both teams, it was scooped up and run in for an Oregon State touchdown. But the rest of the first half was pretty back and forth. The Huskies defense tightened up, not allowing a score in the second half and holding Oregon State to 252 total yards. Head coach Jimmy Lake was pleased with his team's overall effort. They controlled the time of possession, won the turnover battle, and put up an impressive 267 rushing yards. Lake told reporters post-game that it was hard and grimy, but they grinded it out, and that's the kind of football he loves. Over in Pullman, Washington State wasn't expected to beat Oregon this week. They came into the game as 10-point underdogs. But in the first half, it felt like they might pull off the upset. True freshman safety Aiden Hector recovered 2 fumbles and had an interception all in the first half. The turnovers resulted in a touchdown, a field goal, and a punt for the Cougs. Head coach Nick Rolovich said post-game that those results weren't acceptable, and they need to score touchdowns, not field goals, in those situations. Although Washington State was leading 19-14 at halftime, a breakdown in coverage allowed a 57-yard completion that set up the Ducks for a touchdown just before the half. Rolovich said post-game that he believed giving up that play took an emotional toll on the defense. Oregon then outscored the Cougs 29-10 in the second half. This one slipped away from them, but there were a lot of positives. Another solid day for quarterback Jaden DeLora, running back Deion McIntosh, and the offensive line. Plus, wide receiver Renard Bell had a monster performance with 10 catches for 158 yards and a touchdown. Up next, Washington State is scheduled to visit Stanford, and UW is set to host Arizona.